Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous... Oh no, what has happened here?
Oh, that was expansive and incisive.
Up he goes! Has another go! And again!
Well, they won't be deterred from trying again, Peter. They have the bit between their teeth now.
And Martinez! It's loose now and they want to get it back. That's a decent clearance. Now it's Rafinha. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Martinez. Pau Torres gets good distance on it. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Good spot, he's seen the run. Barella. And it's Çalhanoğlu. And here's Thuram. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Now it's Lewandowski. And he's running through. Oh, the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Pavard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Oh, great chance! And he was alert to it. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Musiala. He's chosen to go back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Güler. Bruno Fernandes. Çalhanoğlu. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Lewandowski. And the shot! Oh, he's done it! The goal to end it all!
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
And that... Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. The action has already started. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, can he get onto this? Baresi. Indonesia looking to pass their way through. Maldini. Well, he's looking to get away, but the defending is persistent, adhesive. Guti. Dumfries did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Spread out to the left.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
That is good strength. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And he was alert to it. And that's really well manoeuvred. Forwards and with intent. Shifted it to the flank. Messi. Mohamed Salah in acres of space out wide. He's found a way through. Sommer is there to take. Could move up a gear here. And it's Guti. That is ended up in no man's land. Martinez. Mohamed Salah gets a foot in here. Now it's Mbappe. And the shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball. That's a good ball out wide. Perez goes on a charge down the left. Guti. And he's in on goal. And the finish! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Fernando Torres, and Torres! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Torres concedes a free kick for that. And no surprise, that's a booking. Dumfries. Thuram. Oh, well played, well played. He's gone direct here. Oh, that's well spotted. Mohamed Salah. "15 minutes till half-time. Now it's Torres. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Tries to get it clear. And he's had a hit! Now, who's going to be first to this? Indonesia look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Thuram. Carlos Augusto.
Schneider.
Engages and forces him off the ball. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Mohamed Salah. Perez. Mbappe. Bastoni wins the duel this time.
Schneider.
Oh, that's nice. Fernando Torres.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Can he get it through? And he welcomes it in. And the flag, can he finish? Oh, he's done it! They willed it, and it happened!
Oh, the invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
And with that, the end! And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. The San Siro, for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And when these two meet, generally speaking, sparks fly. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And here's Thuram. Nice ball. Can he finish? Schneider is there to clear. Well, they've got it again. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. DiMarco. Zielinski. And it's Messi. Eto'o pinches it off him. Barella. Bastoni kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Martinez. And here's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. DiMarco. Now it's Martinez. Zielinski. Thuram. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. First quarter of an hour gone. Gets his pass away, and that could set him on his way. Adams promptly onto that, and that is that. Zielinski. And it's Schneider. Schneider really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
And he was quick to react. Now it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Very nicely done. Xavi. Conte. And he's in on goal. Eto'o. DiMarco. That pass has been well intercepted. Dumfries. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And the finish! Oh, he's won it! The goal to end it all!
Milan clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Well, I think this is definitely one of these areas where they've rehearsed an awful lot on the training ground.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. Oh, crossbar! Has another go! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Looks to clip it forward. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Back into the middle. It's run loose here. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And he's got the beating of his man. Thuram! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Thuram clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Inter Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's Schneider. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
He won't be happy with that one. Thuram. Dumfries. Oh, well played, well sorted out. He's found the way through.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
And it's hoisted clear. Oh, important interception. Now it's Mbappe. Pinches it off him. Now it's Martinez. Mohamed Salah is firing after that one. Oh no, what has happened here? Oh, that's fabulous. He rises! Now, who's going to be first to this? And here's Schneider. Now here's the delivery. That's a good cross in and a good clearance out. Mbappe. So what can they make of this? De Vrij puts his foot on the gas. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Well, they can break here. Zielinski. Martinez looking to get on the end of this. Keeper's dealt with that. Oh, and he's through the middle. That pass has been well intercepted. Dumfries finds himself offside. He's gone forward, stood up well to him there. Well read, nice interception. That's been drilled forward. Mbappe looks to get on the end of this. Robertson gets across to intercept that. That's a good ball out wide. Mohamed Salah was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Aimed beyond the defence. Mohamed Salah. There will be a throw-in. De Jong's cross. He's got tall. Oh, he's won it! They willed it, and it happened! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be...
Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. Well, if you could... He's had a hit! Oh, he's done it! The goal to end it all! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
Inter Milan take up their starting position ahead of what will be another manic dash towards the finish line. A finish line beyond which lies pastures substantially greener, substantially more fertile, substantially more lucrative. They really do want to get off to a flyer here. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. We have already started here. Now it's Rafinha. He's picked his way through. That's a decent clearance. Messi shapes to shoot! What a wonderful goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
Inter Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And here's the chance to counter. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Morata. Pressure coming in from all directions. Good running, strong and purposeful. Arnautovic.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. Great ball if he can get there. He is just caressing the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He is through here. Now here's the... and a header! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. So much. He's got the shot away! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Çalhanoğlu. He's found... has a go!
Inter really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And here's Arnautovic. Martinez. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, Peter, I think the smartest of reactions, and he just attacked the danger.
Pavard. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's had a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, well played. Rafinha. Ribéry. Oh, that's fabulous. It's gone for a throw-in. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. Ribéry. There's the shot! And it's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
Paris Saint-Germain are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Pavard aimed beyond the defence. And it's Ribéry. And Ribéry! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, what a climb! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
DiMarco. Messi. And it's Çalhanoğlu. And he's cut it out. Has a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Lisandro Martinez kept his eye on it, and he's there. Morata. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. And we hit half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first-half success with another show of strength?
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 13. Viene sostituito con
And we're off again.
Numero 10. Schneider.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that would be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Oh, that was vital. Rafinha. And that is a little undercooked. DiMarco stood his ground strongly. Now that was quite some save.
DiMarco will have to accept some flack for that. Was anyone really expecting it?
That's a half-decent try. Inter Milan come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Rafinha. Çalhanoğlu played out to the right. Messi fired deep towards the back post.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
Great defending, strong and determined. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And the shot! They are rampant! And they are cruising away. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, that defence is perplexed by the fact they've allowed him the space.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Paris Saint-Germain appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Can he spark a counter here? Engages and forces him off the ball. Martinez. Inter Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And Jorginho. And it's Ribery. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. That's a lovely, neat pass. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Jorginho. And there's green grass ahead of him. And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, Red, nice interception. Martinez. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. And he cuts out the supply. He can run onto that. Big chance, must be! Hits one! It's in! It could be a lifeline! Two more needed!
Inter clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 18.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Lasciano il campo per
Inter Milan give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout.
Il numero 30. Attenzione, un cambio.
Schneider. Quality ball. Oh, well played, well played. Neymar. Oh, no joy this time. Foden. Foden takes a look up. He's under a lot of pressure there. And here's Foden. Pavard promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Martinez.
Oh, really well played.
That's a shade optimistic. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation, no more.
Great hit! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
It's a good display of fighting spirit for me.
Corner number 2 then. And here's Thuram. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. Jorginho. He's a sharp little ball here. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Just 5 minutes left. Now it's Martinez. Jorginho makes the interception. Van Dijk. Here's Kudus. Guti. That's a sharp pass. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Barella. Neymar.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now it's Thuram. Kudus. And that could set him on his way. Mbappe. Schneider. And the pass is intercepted. That's that, the end. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that yet again this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
DiMarco. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
A little bias on my part, but Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the greatest fullbacks around, certainly when it comes to attacking creativity. So naturally you'll be bound to see him in the final third, where he can get the very best out of his strengths.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. And here's Son Heung-min. Shifted upfield. Son Heung-min.
Oh, great feat, that.
Martinez. And he's lost his man here.
Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the timing...
And the shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. DiMarco. And that is a little undercooked.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, perfectly measured that. And he's managed to get free.
Son Heung, and the finish! Thuram. Could move up a gear here. Çalhanoğlu.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul.
Pavard.
Pavard spots it and intercepts.
Di Marco.
He could be in here. Messi, and Messi! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Barella with the clearance. Bastoni, aimed beyond the defence. It's a mighty effort! Good delivery, but no joy.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Dumfries. Oh, no question, that's a foul. So, is it really plausible to have a hit from here? No, that's been easily repelled. And here's Thuram, and he has been fouled there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
This the perfect chance to extend the advantage.
Çalhanoğlu.
Oh, he's pulled off a fine save. Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Barcelona are looking to go forward now. And here's Lautaro Martinez. McAllister. Barcelona could counter here. That has not gone well. Dumfries. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Martinez chasing after it.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Sommer deals with it effortlessly. And that's another good win of the ball.
Gently done.
He can run onto that. Alexander-Arnold. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that.
Martinez.
Zielinski. Oh no, what has happened here? Oh, that is a decent hit! And it's in! Barcelona are back in business!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Barella. He's in a good position. He's had a shot! He's scored!
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. So after a truly engaging first half, it remains right on edge. Things still very much in the mix in what is shaping up to be a super contest. 2-1 the score at the break, and every indication that both parties are capable of adding more. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Inter Milan head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Punched away.
Martinez.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And somehow it stayed out. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises
Can
hope.
he finish? This is their second corner of the game. Defending of the desperate variety. Oh, the ball's run loose here. McAllister. He's tried one! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
So, third corner of the game. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Alexander-Arnold gets over and intercepts. And reclaimed it in a trice. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Inter Milan have a free kick. It's an Inter free kick. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Çalhanoğlu! Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Fermin.
And
it's Messi. And they're back on the ball again. What a throw in. And he's managed to gift it back. And that could set him on his way. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's
Great chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Now the finish! Messi. And he's had it nicked away. Now DiMarco. Fernando Torres is wide and looking to get onto this. And they can counter here. Oh, perfectly measured that. Can he put it away? It's fallen kindly here. It's a goal. And with that goal comes comfort. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. And as you can see, we've already started here. This easily the most keenly anticipated of today's games. Pavard gets a foot in here. Modal.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's had it taken off him. Looking for the runner. Now it's Martinez. Mignon clears. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. Milan finding their passes. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Always onto this. Now it's Thuram. He's onside. Can he finish? Martinez! Goal! Inter! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Inter Milan have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating.
Tries a shot! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Thuram really ought to have made that count. He made all the right moves.
And we have our very first corner. And he's there to clear it. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Ball's gone out of play.
Milan clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
He's found a way through. And that has been clubbed away. And he's quick to snatch it back. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Thuram. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Bastoni makes the interception. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Inter Milan ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Well read, nice interception. Works it forward. That has not gone well. Zielinski. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Lewandowski, the most accurate pass. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Martinez. Modric. The message is clear, none shall pass. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Bastoni gets across to intercept that. Now he's off and running. Çalhanoğlu. Thuram. Shapes to shoot! And yes, it's there! And with that goal comes comfort.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Inter Milan are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And they've got rid. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
And he's managed to get... Great chance! And it's there! And they're at it again in double quick time! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, this certainly hasn't gone the way most of us in the ground had expected in advance. Granted, it is very pleasant if you're on the right side of it all.
This looks well and truly sewn up already, Peter, but please feel free to forget what I've just said if there's a spectacular turnaround.
Well, you'd have to say it's a game that has very much lived up to the pre-game expectations. Passions running pretty high, rivals going at each other 100 miles an hour. You wonder whether they can keep this up. Inter Milan are steaming towards victory thanks to 3 first-half goals, which have left the opposition feeling grateful just to get in for a break. Another 45 minutes to come, but the mood in the stands here is very much suggestive that the deal is done. It is 3-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Defending was strong and firm. Van Dijk. And it's Müller. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And the shot!
That's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
Oh, super find. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And he's quick to get it clear again. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, it's still early in the second half, but this does look like a job already done. Zielinski, and claimed it back swiftly. DiMarco, and he's picked out the run. Now it's Martinez. He has found a way through. Martinez! Oh, taken with style. And he is just ripping it up. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Reinders. Van Dijk. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Great ball if he can get there. Thuram is onto it in a flash. Modric. Lewandowski. There's the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Dumfries. Now it's Thuram.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Van Dijk.
Cambio di giocatori.
Reinders. Nzonzi. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Çalhanoğlu. DiMarco takes control of it and he's on the move. Milan can breathe again, just.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Martinez. And he's heaved it away. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
DiMarco.
Reinders wins the duel this time. Big chance! Has a look and plays it forward. He's picked his way through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Up he goes! They've done it! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Yeah, it has become ugly for one, but the other is still delivering beauty.
Inter Milan can do it here. 90 minutes away from reaching their target. It is the sort of opportunity they would certainly have settled for if offered it on day one. That was then, this is the here and now. Can they meet their ambitions, their aspirations? Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. And already we're underway here. Inter Milan cannot consider the option of defeat. It's not a question of want, but must. Saliba spots it and intercepts. Foden. Now it's Martinez. Couldn't squeeze it through. Carvajal. Foden. Foden proves just a little bit too strong. So what can they make of this? DiMarco. He's making a real surge on the left. So a very special reception for the very special Franck Ribéry.
Very true, and I think all of us here are expecting an awful lot from him. He is, as far as I'm concerned, one of the very best in his preferred left-wing position. He said himself that that's where he feels most free.
I guess that's what gives him the freedom to make use of his pace, his movement, and his ability to shoot from a fair way out.
Correct.
Now it's Martinez, and here's the chance to counter. Oh, he's found support out wide. Now it's Çalhanoğlu. Çalhanoğlu! Oh, that is asking for trouble. Pops him off it and wins back the ball. Shapes to shoot. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Van Dijk. That's the throw. And here's Thuram. Pinches it off him. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Serginho, and he's whipped it across. De Vrij attempts a clearance, and the counter is on. Zielinski. Oh, this is a terrific run. Zielinski! Goal! Inter! And look who it is. He leads the way. He leads the way again. And that really is so impressive. Inter Milan have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, Peter, this now poses the question of...
Real chance! Goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Manchester United really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Inter Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Inter Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Tries a header! It's fallen kindly here. Just off target.
Martinez just denied by a lick of paint. We're talking centimetres.
And they're back on the ball again. He's beaten the last man. Inter Milan have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Well, they can break here. Çalhanoğlu on a strong run down the right. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Van Dijk. And Fermin. Hernandez. Ribery. Çalhanoğlu. Thuram. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Çalhanoğlu. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Promising cross, terrific header! Out of play for a throw. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Fermin. Well, they've got it again. Here's Zielinski. And here's Lautaro Martinez. That'll be a throw.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Mbappe. And it's Ribery.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, that's fabulous. And the first 45 minutes are up. Some first-half thoughts?
Inter are 2 up and everything is shaping nicely. The only criticism, it could have been 3.
Inter Milan go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion.
Cambio di giocatori.
Here we go again then. Fermin. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Aim forwards. Thuram might just make this. Foden. And it's Messi. Aims beyond the defence. Van Dijk wins the duel this time. Messi. Fermin. Spread neatly. Pavard. Çalhanoğlu. Inter Milan are looking to break at pace. That is good alertness. And he cuts out the supply. Serginho. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Van Dijk. Saliba. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Foden. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
DiMarco calmly anticipates. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. Oh, he's bustling through here. And Naik did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Foden. And Carvajal. No, he's not getting past him there. Barella. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Inter Milan can dream again. The stands here definitely a place for the hopeful, and no doubt that hope is replicated at just about every major ground in the land. It is time for us all to come together and to believe. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. And already we're underway here. Can he spark a counter here? So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I would think...
Oh, what a climb! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Inter Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Climbs up big! Has a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Inter Milan have their second corner now. Big header! Oh, the keeper's done very, very well to deny him. So, third corner of the game. Celtic have the chance to go the other way. Now looking to orchestrate a counter, and he welcomes it in. Bakula! And he's gone looking for safety. Celtic have got it back and they'll have another go. Bakula. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Can he latch on to this? Look at the space here. There's the hit! Oh, nearly, nearly. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Inter have definitely started much the stronger. They're far more creative.
Oh, and he's through the middle. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And here's Lautaro Martinez, and he's managed to get free. Punched away. Struck first time. Loose ball now, and there's a... Oh, he's been caught napping. He gets big. And oh, he's got that completely wrong. And he was quick to react. Çalhanoğlu. Dumfries. He just refused to budge, and he's got his way. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
The worst choice he could pick. He needed to get his head up and see the outlet to his right.
DiMarco.
Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Celtic upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now it's Çalhanoğlu. Barella, gently done. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Mbappe. Oh, it's come loose.
DiMarco.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. And through to the goalkeeper. Howson gets across to intercept that. Zaire Emery can so cleverly bypass the press. Howson promptly onto that, and that is that. Zaire Emery. Some good work on the right flank here. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Valverde calmly anticipates. Well read, nice interception.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Dumfries. Good running, strong and purposeful. Oh, good ball. And he's there to get it away. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Oh, that's fabulous.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Oh, good ball! Zielinski! And he has kept it! And the half-time whistle goes. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. Some first-half thoughts?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And we are already promptly back underway.
Inter clearly have been the better side here, so if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
He's shifting through the gears here. Lovely bit of skill. DiMarco. That's a decent clearance.
Inter making a fresh attempt to...
And the shot! And it's a goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worth the treat.
But they've got it again. Thuram. So what can they make of this? Oh, he's found support out wide. He's got away. Oh, great play. Great chance! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Inter clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Couple of goals between the sides, and it's still early in the second half. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Martinez! And Martinez! And it's there! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And he'll shoot here. A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, it was hit with great power, Peter, but sadly not great precision.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Inter Milan have scored 2 quick goals here. Valverde. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Martinez. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And reclaimed it in a trice.
DiMarco.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now it's Mbappe.
That's good defensive concentration.
Thuram. Well, that's been cut out, well played. And here's Martinelli. Dumfries with the foul. And he has shown him a yellow card.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
And that's another good win of the ball.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, easy pickings there. Zielinski. Amrabat. Thuram. Now it's Martinez.
DiMarco.
And he's had it nicked away. Llorente. Llorente. Mbappe.
DiMarco.
He's being chased here by an unwelcome guest. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Çalhanoğlu. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Mbappe! Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Oh, that's a key interception. Works it forward. Martinez. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Now it's Llorente. Zielinski goes sliding in.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Il quarto uomo indica 4 minuti di recupero.
Llorente. That's a good run down the left. Oh, that's ambitious. And how did he not make it 4? And that is that. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Martinez.